Hello everyone, welcome to Unix programming. My name is Sudhir, working in the Department of Computer Science, Canara Engineering College, Mangaluru. So here in this video lecture 1, I am going to explain the contents of Module 2. Okay, so textbook for the reference, that is Unix Concept and Application by Sumitabha Das, 4th edition. So you can refer this textbook to read the content of Module 2. Okay, now let us discuss Chapter 1. Okay, so in this chapter, we are going to learn a file attributes and the permission. Okay, under that, we are going to learn a ls command. So what is the ls command? And then the different options available along with the ls command. Okay, and then the file ownership. So who is the owner and who is the group of the file, and then the file permission and changing file permissions with the relate to an absolute manner, and then changing file permission recursively. Okay, so now let us discuss the ls command. Okay, now what is that ls command? So ls command is a command line utility is used to list all the contents from the directory. Okay, so now here there are different options available along with the ls command. Okay, first one is so ls -small a list all the file including hidden files. Okay, these are the files that starts with the dot. ls -A list all the file including hidden files except for dot and dot dot. Okay, dot indicates current directory, dot dot means parent directory. Next option -R list all the files recursively. So next option -L, so which list the files in a long format, so which contain index number, owner name, group name, size and the permission. Next option is -O list all the file in a long format but without the group name. So next one -G, so list the files in a long format but without the owner name. -I, so list the files along with their index number. Okay, so if you want to know the index number or inode number of the particular file or directory, then you can use the option -I. So next is -S list the files along with their size. Okay, so based on the size of the file, okay, so this option -S is going to list all the file. The option -T sort the all the file based on the time of modification. Okay, and then the newest at the top. -S sort the list by size and with the largest at the top. -R reverse the sorting order. -N that is used to print group ID and owner ID instead of their names. Okay, now let us see how to list all the file attributes available for a particular file in Unix system. Okay, so now if I execute ls with the option -L, okay, so this command so list all the file attributes. Okay, like file permission, size, ownership, link and last modification time and file type. Okay, so now here in a Unix system there are total 7 file attributes. Okay, so now let us discuss one by one. The first file attribute is file type. Okay, so here in the first column the first character indicates the file type. So if there is a hyphen, that is a regular file. So if there is a B, block device file. So if there is a character C, character device file. If there is a D, directory file. L indicates symbolic link file. N indicates network file. P before and S socket file. So based on the first character of the first column, okay, so easily we can so identify that different file type available in Unix system. So next is the file permission. Okay, so now here in the first column there are two attributes, one is the file type and the file permission. Okay, so now here in a Unix system there are three file permission, one is a read, write and execute. So R indicates read, W write, X execute. The third attribute, so that is a link. Okay, so here so there will be more than one link available for a file or directory. The fourth attribute, that is the ownership. So who will create the file? So he is the owner of the file. He has all the authority to delete, modify, read and write the content of the file. Next attribute, that is a group associated with the file. So there will be more than one owner in a single group. Next attribute, that is a file size in a byte. The sixth attribute, last modification time. And next attribute, that is a file name or directory name. So here in a Unix file system there are total 7 file attributes for any file or directory. Okay, so now the option -d, that is used to list the attributes of a directory. Okay, so now if you want to know all the attributes of a directory, then you can use the option -d. Okay, that is ls-d. Okay, the difference is here. So in a first column, so if there is a character D, that indicates a directory file. Let us demonstrate ls command with different options, what you saw in the previous slides. Okay, so ls command is the most frequently used command in Unix operating system. Yes, so now ls is going to list all the files and directory from the current working directory. Okay, so now if you want to know the information about the ls command or any other command, you need to use here the manual page, that is a man with the command name. Okay, so now here you will get all the information about the command, okay, from the manual page. Okay, so now it gives what is that ls. So ls list directory content, and here how to use that ls command. Okay, ls command name and the option and the file name. Okay, and here it gives all the options of ls command. Okay, so you learned -a, which list all the files along with the hidden files. -A, which list all the file, so apart from the hidden file, that is dot and dot dot. Okay, so here there are different options, so you'll get from the manual page. Okay, now let us demonstrate with the different options. The first option is ls-a, so which gives all the hidden files. Okay, see the dot indicates the hidden file. Okay, so it contains dot and dot dot. Dot means root directory and dot dot means that is the parent directory. So next one is ls-l, so which list all the file, so listing all the file and directory in the long listing format from your current working directory. Okay, so it gives the information in a long listing format. Okay, so which contain all your file attributes like a file type, okay, and file permission and number of link, username, group name, okay, and size of that file and last modification time and then the file name. Okay, so if you want to see the file attribute or the files in a long format. So here you need to execute the command ls-l. The next one is, so if you want to list the file in a human readable format, okay, then you need to use that ls-lh. Okay, the option H lists all the file so in a human readable format with respect to the size. Okay, now let us use the output. Okay, so now here, so it lists all the file based on the size. Okay, now it is a human readable format. See, the size of CC is 4.4 and the size of the file name demo.txt is 6 byte. Okay, so now this is in a human readable format. The next option is ls- the capital F, so which gives all the file in the current working directory with their file type. Okay, so it gives the files with their file type. Okay, so now here there are three file types available. Okay, so one is the directory. See, the forward slash indicates this is a directory. Second one is star, so this indicates this is a executable file, and third one is a at. Okay, so this indicates that is a link file. Okay, so now the -f lists all the file with their file types. Okay, so now if you want to print the files in a reverse order, then you need to use the option -r. Okay, so which lists all the files in a reverse order. So here, see, starting from V, T, S, P. Okay, so it reverses that all the files. So next option, ls-R. So this option lists all the subdirectory recursively. Okay, so which means that listing so directory trees. Okay, so you are getting all the files from the subdirectory also, so which gives that complete path from the root and directory and subdirectory. Okay, for example here let us take the file, the test.txt. okay, now this test.txt is located in the directory, so subdir, and now this subdir is located in the root directory. Okay, so -r gives all the file recursively, okay, from the subdirectory also. The next option, ls-ls. Okay, so which is going to sort all the file based on the size. Okay, so this option S is going to sort the file based on the size. Okay, see, highest at the top. So next one is ls-i, so which gives that inode number or index number of a file or directory. Okay, see, the inode number of the file demo1.txt is 133177. That is the inode number of the file. Okay, so this -i gives the inode number of particular file or a directory. What is the inode number? Inode number is a memory address. Okay, so where that file is located. Okay, so somewhere in the memory of the file system. Next, ls-version, which gives the version of the ls command. Okay, so version is 8.28. so then if you want to know the user ID and group ID, okay, of a file or of a directory, then you need to use the option -n. Okay, so now it gives the user ID and then group ID of a file or directory. Okay, so now these are the different options of ls command. So in this session 1 of module 2, you learnt ls command with the different options available, and how to get the information about the command using a manual page, that is man and the command, and you learned different file attributes available to a file or a directory.